I'm turning a junk lawnmower into a go-kart, and I need a drive wheel for it.
And I'm not trying to spend $100 or more online for one of these things,
when I could just build one at home. To build the exact wheel that I did, you're going to need a Harbor Freight wheel with 4 lugs, a 2x2 square piece of tubing, and if you don't have that or you don't want to buy a 20-foot length of it, get yourself a used trailer hitch at a garage sale or on Facebook Marketplace for $5 or $10. That's the perfect size for this. You'll need some pipe or tubing with an inside diameter of 5/16 of an inch. You'll also need some 5/16 or 8mm bolts, approximately 2 3/4 inches long, and you're gonna have to weld this, so you'll need a welder. I used the Harbor Freight flux core welder. The first thing I need to do is measure how deep I need this thing to be, and in my case, it was 1 13/16 inches deep. Now, it's critically important that your tubes are exactly the same length, so do whatever you have to do to get them perfectly the same length. Next, I will cut my 2x2 square tubing. Now, with this, it's not critically important that it's exactly as tall as the other 4 pieces. This is only there for support, not for measuring or spacing or anything like that, so if you cut it just a little bit short, you're fine. Then I'm going to bolt the 1 13/16 inch piece of round tubing to each of those bolt holes using the 2 3/4 inch bolts that I bought for this project.
Very important before you take this wheel apart to put your tubes on here, let all the air out of the tire because this thing is held together, it's 2 pieces, by those bolts. If you leave the air pressure in here and try to undo these bolts, it's not going to be a good time, so let all the air out.
Now with that done, I'm only loosely tightening these, then I'll pop my 2x2 square tubing in the middle of them, twist it until it kind of makes contact with all of them. Once I have tack welds on the top and bottom on all sides of all tubes, I take it out and fully weld it. And I'm not fully welding this while it's on the wheel because that's going to build excess heat and we don't want that on these cheap wheels. Then after cleaning it up, I hit it with a couple coats of spray paint so it doesn't rust. Now before I bolt this wheel all back together, I need to modify my sprocket because as you can see here, this sprocket only has 3 bolts and they are not the correct spacing.
To figure out the spacing and the bolt pattern, I measured the width of the gear, which is exactly 5 15/16 of an inch. Then I measured this piece, which is exactly 3 3/16 of an inch, both directions. Then we subtract that diameter from this diameter, which leaves us with 2 3/4 of an inch. However, since we're not going to have this piece over here, we need to divide it by 2, so there's an equal amount of space on each side. That leaves us with 1 3/8 of an inch from the edge to the edge here. And I'm sure there's a simpler way to figure that out, but I am way too tired for that right now, and I'm just gonna do what I know how to do. Once I have the bracket centered on the sprocket, I hit it with some spray paint real quick to mark the location. Then I drilled the holes out to 5/16 of an inch, and now my sprocket is good to go.
Then all that's left is to just throw it back together. Now for my application, the bolts were too long. My Home Depot did not have the proper size bolts. I just cut them.
And that's it. As long as you have a welder and some common sense, pretty easy to do. But hey, that's all I got for this video. If this video was useful to you, helpful, anything like that, give it a like, check out the channel. I do all kinds of stuff on this channel, and I'll see you next time. Have a good week.
And keep your eyes open for this thing because I have big plans coming up real soon for this thing.